Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for all your support. On today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how I recreated the style displaying on the screen. I used Mikado fabric to make mine. Make sure you watch till the end so that you can see the finished look on my body. And also, don't skip any part so that you won't miss any important information. At the end of this video, if you found my tutorial helpful, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell for more videos. Okay, I have this leftover fabric that I will be using for the purpose of tutorial. The Ankara is 2 years, while the Mikado fabric is 1.5 years. I'll be drafting on a paper for the purpose of clarity. I'll be drafting the front part first. I've gone ahead to mark out my vertical line. This is my zipper allowance, 2 inches zipper allowance. So from my shoulder to my chest line is 9 inches. Bust point is 11 inches, under bust is 14 and half length is 17.5. The next thing is to mark half of my shoulder width, which is 8 inches. 16 divided by 2, I have 8 inches. I will rule it straight to my chest line. The next thing is to divide my round bust by 4 and I will place the measurement on the chest line. I have 10.5 inches. I will mark it here. After that, I'll also divide my round waist measurement by 4. I will add 1 inch for that intake and I will connect it to the chest line the way you see me doing. After that, I will mark my shoulder width. I use 4.5 inches for shoulder width. If you're a slim person, you can use 3.5. On my shoulder line, I will come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope. I'll connect it to the neck width the way you see me doing. After that, I'll divide my chest line by 2. I'll get the midpoint. I'll come in by 0.75 for the front armhole and I will make a straight line to connect it. After that, I will curve my armhole. After curving the armhole, I will come down by 6.5 inches for the neck depth. If you don't want it to be too deep, you can mark 5 inches. So I will now fold in my zipper allowance so that you won't get confused. Just fold it in. After folding it in, I will now curve the neckline. It's like a V neckline, but it's curved. It's not straight. You place your pattern master the way I place mine and you curve it. So after that, the next thing I will do now is to mark my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 9 inches. You divide it by 2. I have 4.5. So I will rule it straight from my bust point to the waistline. Because I'm making armhole princess that bustier, I will measure my round armhole. Just measure from your shoulder down to your chest the way you see me doing. You get the midpoint and I will come up by half inch from my bust point line. I will connect it. After connecting it, the next thing I will do now is to tighten my under bust. The next thing I'll be doing now is to tighten my under bust. So I will take 1.5 on this side front and on the center front I'll be marking 0.75. If I measure the total of what I have 2.5 inches and I'll come down by half inch from my bust point. This is to eliminate the pointiness around the bust area. After that, I will curve it. You place your pattern master the way I place mine and you curve it out. I have a detailed tutorial on how to cut and sew a princess that bustier for different body sizes. It's on my channel, you can check it out. This is just for this tutorial. If you have a flat tummy, you can roll it straight down, but for me, I will come out by 1 inch from the line and I will slant it. For this side, I will just roll it down the way you see me doing. Can you see the shape that I have? The next thing now is to tighten the armhole so that the bust will come out well. I'll take half inch on the both line. I also came up by half inch from the bust point, so I will connect it the way you see me doing. After covering my bustier, I will replace the 1 inch I took for the armhole dart so that I won't run shortage of fabric on the armhole area when I'm joining the pieces together. After marking it out this way, I will reconnect it the way you see me doing. This is all I have for the drafting of the front part. The next thing now is to cut it out. Please note that I did not add any sewing allowance on this pattern. I only added 1 inch for that intake on the waistline. So I will write add sewing allowance so that I won't forget on this side. So the next thing now is to draft the back parts. I've gone ahead to mark my basic border, the same thing I did on the front part. On my nipple point line, I mark half inch on the both line for waist starts. I will also mark 4.5 inches for neck width, and I will mark half inch for shoulder slope. I took 1 inch for the front part, so back is half inch. For the back neck depth, I mark 1.5 inches. You can as well mark 1 inch if you want. Don't make your back neck depth too deep so that the collar can stand very well. To curve the armhole, I'll get the midpoint of the chest line. I'll come in by half inch. For the front, I came in by 0.75. I'll slant it this way and I'll curve my armhole. After that, the next thing I will do now is to cut it out. If this is your first time coming across to my channel, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on your notification bell for more videos. I'll go ahead and place my pattern on my fabric now and cut it out. I'll come back and show you. I added half inch on this side. I added 3 inches for side seam sewing allowance. Please, when you are transferring to your fabric, fold your fabric into 2. I added half inch all round for the center front. The center front is 2 because of the zipper allowance. For the back, I added 2 inches for side seam sewing allowance, and for my dart, I will notch it so that when I'm sewing it, I will know the point that I will start sewing, and I will measure the length of the dart so that I will know where to stop the stitches. I've also gone ahead to iron my interface on it. I used stay for the Mikado, and for the lining I did not iron stay on it. And I also cut my warden for the padding. You can use anything for your padding. So the next thing now is to join the pieces together. I also sew my back darts. So after joining it, I'll come back and show you the next thing to do. I'm done sewing it. This is what I have. So I will notch the underboard so that it will relax very well. The same way I sew my main fabric, the same way I sew my lining for the both side of the front. So I will also notch the other part. After that, I'll push it out and I will use my press ball to iron it. You open the seam and use a steam iron to iron it very well. After that, you turn it to the right side and iron it properly. Can you see what I have for the both side front? I notch my zipper allowance so that I will know where my zipper allowance started. I will go ahead and place my lining and fabric wrong side facing the wrong side. I will stitch it on the both side. I did not turn the fabric with the lining, so I weave the both side. You can do whatever you want. This is just a tutorial. Okay, I will shape the front and back now. This is what I have when I was done shaping it. I shape it with the sewing allowance I added. And when you are shaping it, you pin your zipper allowance, or you can sew it so that you get your accurate body measurement. I'll go ahead and sew the shoulder. After sewing the shoulder, I'll spread it out now. Can you see? So I'll go ahead now to cut the lower part. So I will show you the method you use to cut a flare skirt when you are attaching a pocket. When you want to cut a flare skirt without a pocket, you can use 180 degrees flare by folding it into 2, and you fold it like a triangle. But this style I'm making is totally different. It has joining on the both side and it also has a pocket. So I won't be cutting it this way. What you will do now is to fold it like a single flare. I'll just fold it like a triangle the way you see me doing. If you don't want it to be full, you can adjust it the way you want it. But for me, I want it to be full. I will just get a straight line where I will be inserting my waist measurement. After marking a straight line, I will divide my round waist by 4. I will mark the measurement there. I will add 1.5 inches for zipper allowance, 1.5 for side seam sewing allowance, and 2 inches for the pleating. If you check the picture on the thumbnail, you observe that it has a pleating. You can decide not to add the pleating if you want. To get the full length of my gown, I'll place 17.5 inches on the starting point to mark 40 inches, I'll add 2 inches for sewing allowance. 17.5 inches is from my shoulder to my half length. So I will confirm what I have on this side, whether it's the same thing I have on this side. If it is not equal, you make it equal so that when you are folding the hem of the dress, you won't find it difficult. I will go ahead now and cut it out. After cutting it out, I will mark out the 1.5 inches I added for my zipper allowance. You can fold it, but I will be slashing it open for now. After opening it up, you notch it so that you know the side where your zipper allowance is. I'll fold another fabric for the back part. I folded it the same way I folded the front part. I will mark quarter of my round width, add 1.5 inches for sewing allowance. I will also get the full length of my gown. I will just go around and I will connect it. After connecting it, I will go ahead now and cut it out. You won't be slashing the back part open because the zipper is at the front. So I've placed it on my lining and cut exactly the same thing. If your fabric have weight, you don't need to cut lining for this. I cut lining because my fabric is light. So I reduce my lining by 1 inch. I'll go and turn the hem of the dress, both for the front and back. After turning the hem with the lining, you notch it round and you turn it to the right side. After that, you iron it very well and stitch it down on the both sides. I will do it for the both front and back. After that, I'll go to my weaving machine and weave it. I've gone ahead to weave it. Can you see what I have? So the next thing I'll be doing now is to add my pleats. I'll first of all fold in my zipper allowance and iron it down. For my pleat, I will turn it this way and I will fold in with 2 inches I added when I was cutting it. After folding it, I will iron it down. I will now confirm my waist measurements. If you have enough fabric, you can add like 3 inches or 4 inches when you are cutting it, so that if you fold it, it will relax very well. I will use my pin to hold it down and I'll go to my sewing machine and stitch it. I'll do the same thing on this side. I've done it already. Make sure you confirm your waist measurements. That's why I folded my zipper allowance. You measure your waist plus the sewing allowance you added. So I'll go to my sewing machine now and join the both side with the back. I've shaped the both side the same thing I did on the upper part, so you have it like this. The next thing is to confirm what I have on my round waist so that I can cut the small flare. After measuring it, you can write it down. So I've gone ahead to fold my flare. It's a half circle flare, that is 180 degrees flare. So I didn't know my camera was not recording when I was folding it. I divided my round waist by 3.14. From the apex of the flare, I'll measure round the figure that I got. That is the radius of my waist. So I use the length of 5 inches plus 1 inch sewing allowance. I don't have enough fabric to work with and to achieve a longer length. If you have enough fabric, you can use any length that you want. Can you see how I place it? I will cut a lining that I use to turn the hem. If you want your flare to be wavy like the one on the thumbnail, you can use crinoline to turn the hem of the flare. I'll go ahead to turn it with my lining. Can you see what I have? You iron it down. Please, I advise, if you are making this kind of dress, use crepe. That's what the original creator of this dress used. So I will now place it now. Before then, you fold it to determine the middle. You also fold the lower part. You match the notch part together. That's middle to middle. And you stitch from this end. After that, you stitch this part also from the other end. After that, I will join the upper part. I've done it. You will stitch down this part. Can you see the little pleat that I added? You iron it down. Iron it very well. After that, you can go ahead and fix your zipper. I'll do it off camera and I'll come back and show you the next thing that you will do. If you have any question, do let me know on the comment section. So I've gone ahead to fix the zipper. Can you see what I have? So the next thing I'll do now is to measure my round neck. I will fold the zipper allowance and I will measure each round. So I have 29 for mine. After cutting the lower part, this is what I was left with. So I will manage it now. So to do that, I'll be cutting on my pattern paper. So I have this that I have already cut out. I'll fold it into two. You can still cut it directly on your fabric. I folded the paper because I'll be dividing my right neck by two. If you divide it, you place your measurements and you rule a straight line. After that, I'll be adding my sewing allowance of ½ inch. I will also rule a straight line. For the width of the collar, I'll be using 8 inches in total. So I will measure my 8 inches. This 8 inches is the part that will go to the front. So what I will do now is to mark a straight line to connect my 8 inches. From this side, I'll come in by 1 inch. I'll first of all make a straight line of 1 inch. After that, I will curve it the way you see me doing. Curve it to that 8 inches. Alright. I will highlight it now for you to see what I did. So from that line now, I will now measure the length of the back collar, 6.5 inches. I'll mark it and I will slant it. Just follow what I'm doing, you will get it right. I'll slant it. If you observe, I slanted this part. I did not curve it. This side that I slanted is the part that I will be joining with the neckline. So I will cut it. After cutting it out, I will make a notch to indicate it. So I will cut the remaining one out. This part is the part that I will be joining with the neckline. So I will make an arrow so that I will not forget. I'm gonna head to place the pattern on fabric and I cut it out. I did not add any other sewing allowance. I've joined my pieces of fabric together. I don't have enough fabric, so I want to cut two. So I've ironed my add come stay on it to stabilize it. I iron a stay on the other part, the part that will be on the right side. So I notch it on the fabric to indicate. I'll sew the cuff part and the two edges. After that, you notch the cuff part after sewing it, and I will turn it to the right side. Please, when you are sewing it, use your pin to hold it. So this is the right side. I'll give it a good ironing. Iron it properly. After ironing, you can stitch it down. After stitching it down, I'll fold my zipper allowance this way. You can trim the excess zipper allowance out and you sew it from the wrong side of the fabric. Can you see how I place it? Use your pin to pin it round. After pinning, you sew. After so, you notch it round. Before you turn it to the right side, you top stitch on it. So you flip the sewing allowance to the clothes part, not the collar side. You will now top stitch on the main dress so that the collar will relax very well. So this is what I have when I was not top stitching it. So can you see the sewing allowance is facing this side? I will now iron it very well. Can you see what I have? The next thing now is to attach my pocket. I place my hand on my fabric this way and I cut it out. I have the width of 7 inches for my pocket opening. So I back stitch and I leave 1 inch that I'll be using to sew it on the dress. So what I will do now is to measure down 19 inches from my shoulder. This 19 inches is where my pocket will start. So after getting the 19 inches, I will use my seam ripper to open it up to the 7 inches for my pocket hole. So this is the 19 inches. I will open it up from the 17 inches to this 7 inches. Can you see the hole? First of all, use my iron to iron it down so that it will relax very well. I'll turn it to the wrong side now. Can you see? So what I will do now is to confirm the hole that I have, whether it's up to my pocket hole. So I'll back stitch on where I loosen the fabric. I will now match it. Just watch what I'm doing, you get it right. I have a detailed tutorial on how to cut and fix a pocket. It's on my channel. Do check it out.